Today's date still Wednesday, September 14th, 2005. We're at 821 Larkspur Lane. My house, or should I say where I used to live. My mailbox made it through the best. Washer machines. Dryers, everything else. So far, this is all I've been able to find of my mother's fine china set. A 12-place setting from 1963. My next door neighbor's back porch is in my yard. His house is completely leveled, as is for the most part mine. Computer cord still plugged in. That was from my office. The stairs going up, which I thought would be gone, are still there. My porch, it's all intact. And my washing machine is still up there. Hey babe, my washing machine's still on the back porch.
Is it?
Yeah, but the dryer's down here. There's my king-size bed out of my bedroom. What's left of it. The house is just completely rearranged. Haven't even checked out my boat to see how well it made it. Here's the Melissa's sofa set she had bought. It really wasn't that old. My dining room table's over in the corner there somewhere. See inside my attic, the roof was built pretty good. Just couldn't stand up to it. My 27-inch TV. I don't think it's going to work again. My microwave. My stove vent. My air conditioner for outside part of the house. It's right next to the part for the inside of the house. My DVD players, my satellite system, all that's just hanging by the cords. Right where we left it. Melissa's VCR. Hanging around. Doesn't even look like my ductwork's even hurt. There's the anchor that I put out on the stern of my boat, which was facing the opposite way than it is now. It kind of slid around on the trailer a little bit, but for the most part it still looks intact. It's got a little rainwater in it. Maybe I learned a lesson from all of this. Maybe I ought to just live in a boat. It seems like it held up better than my house did. That's where the search teams searched my house. Some hazards marked. Searched it on September 4th, Florida Task Force 2. And of course they didn't find anybody inside. As you can see on the lee side of the house, I still have roof damage from the wind. So there's a lot of wind damage. And I could see where one of my windows was busted out by a board. This is the back side of my house. I had 2 glass sliding doors. They're gone. Here's some of my windows that are busted out. Looks like I got a few parts of my house back here in the bayou. My trash can from my office. Just to give you an idea how high the water got. That's a garden hose wrapped around a tree, and that's about 15 foot high. And that's coming from the neighbor's house. One of my steel-toed shoes. Well, this is crab.
The spray nozzle?
Yeah, that's...
My phone out of my pocket and check the text message.
Alright, let's take a little walk up what's left of my stairway. It's probably really dangerous too. Well, right about here is where my door was. And you can see there's a shard of glass from a busted out window from a tree limb going through it. The house did have tie downs. You see all of the mud deposited up here, so we know it went underwater. And there's my washing machine. It's sitting up here. Dirt on top of it means it was underwater also. Ah, my sliding glass doors. My door would have been right up in here somewhere for my house. That's not my washer. I thought that was my washer. It's my dryer. Bed frame rails for a full-size bed that was my grandmother's. And take a look over at my neighbor's house. Mine fared slightly better than his. You can look over on this house. You can see there's part of someone's deck in his roof. Just to give you an idea how high the water got, that's a refrigerator resting on his roof. My dad's house over there. Don't even see it no more. That's his sailboat sticking up through the trees there. And this boat over here, that boat was down the bayou at my neighbor's house, which is right over here to my east. Today is October 2nd. It's been just over a month since Hurricane Katrina, and we are looking at 725 Azalea Drive, or what's left of 725 Azalea Drive. This is where my dad's house was. Not a lot of it left. That houseboat right there was my next door neighbor's houseboat, and I live a street over and around the corner. Just to give you an idea of how bad it got down here. As you can see, all of the center block and brick walls have been completely destroyed. The floor right there was the living room and dining room floor that I'm walking on now. It's amazing. This area was flooded again with about 6 foot of water from Hurricane Rita as it passed to the south of us. My dad's sailboat suffered damage, as you can see by looking over there in the Alma, from where it was floating semi on the dock and in the water at about a 30-degree angle. You can see the damage where the piling had gone through a flat spot there, and the entire cover is completely gone. But the crack that was in the hull has been sealed, and the boat has not taken on any water since it's been floated back. That damage right there is where the bow was sitting on the dock, and it extended all the way over to the edge of this building here. This building was leveled by the storm surge and wave action. Completely leveled this building. And you can see part of this house over here have been completely wiped out. There's a boat that's sunken over there. They had water over the roofs of these houses. As you can see, this sailboat has numerous holes in it. The hull's cracked there on that side. The hull's cracked down here on the bow also. It's my dad's friend Eddie's sailboat. You can see that crack under there that was caused from his boat running in to the Alma, which is right there. As you can see, there's just minor paint damage. That's what happens when you build the boat right. Alright, now we're here at the main event. 821 Larkspur Lane, my house. Well, there's not much left. Computer desk and washer machine. Day bed that was in my office. One of 2 identical printer copier faxes destroyed. a lot of stuff that I claimed on insurance. I didn't even claim half of the stuff that I had. I still haven't found my acoustic guitar, although I don't think there's much left of it, or my electric. There's my king-size bed and the debris that was my house. It's settled and fallen down even more than it has before. Still haven't figured out how I'm gonna get all of this mess cleaned up. My sailboat, it survived. See, my roof split in two after a while of sitting in the heat and after it collapsed. Not really safe to walk on. They searched it on 9/4. Florida Task Force 2 did. Clothes dryer. There's that trailer that was next to my house. It's been blown all the way over there. That house is from down the block a ways. Alright, we're gonna take a similar drive that I did as I left my house for the storm. And head up to where the old DOC was. And see my radio friend Bryce. See, the road's been tore up from all of the dozers. And there's my dad's house. Oh, that's still my dad's. Remember that house in the first video? Well, it's still there. And almost no damage, except for the floodwater that was inside, up to about the 8-foot mark inside the house. Almost looks undamaged. Now up here, there was a house completely in the middle of the road. They bulldozed it and you really can't even tell where it was. You just see pieces of it everywhere strewed out along the side of the road. There was a house sitting where that blue looks like a shed is. There was a house right here. You can see the remnants on the left side where they bulldozed. And we're heading up Chapman Road now, going up where the fire station used to be. Now they're manned by some out-of-town folks because we can't run any calls. So we're down to nobody. And I will pull up. That is a look down Washington, going towards Bay Marina, which was completely destroyed. And there's Washington going towards Bay St. Louis. That's where our fire station used to be. They've set up temporary trailers and such for the people that are manning it for us. Now we're going to take a little detour down the dirt road. They always used to have this gate locked right here. There's a house bulldozed up there. Amazing how they cleaned all the mud off of this road. Doesn't even look like they had mud on top of it. Looks like some sort of staging area for hazmat. And that's indeed what it is, a hazmat staging area. They kind of turned the soccer fields into an RV park. And it looks like they leveled the, starting to level, or they did level the convention center. They're in the process of leveling part of it now. Yeah, that's right. The convention center parking lot is gone. Can't even tell there was a convention center where those trailers are. Holy shit. Concertina wire. Now, there you go, Melissa. Zoom in on that concertina wire. Got 2 strands on the bottom, 1 on the top with poles in between. Maybe that's the right way, maybe it's not. This is Longfellow that we're coming out on. All of that's concertina wire around all of that. And we are heading out towards the EOC. I'll go ahead and pause it for a moment and be right back with you. Alright, we're on Beach Boulevard. And this is what's left of the dead end. They should be out there working on the train tracks. Out there working on the bridge.